This is me. Hi, hello. It is August 12th, 2026. It is 2:17 p.m. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is the second time I'm recording. I realized that I slipped into a video journal mode in my previous video, and I ended up saying a lot of things about my job that I'm comfortable with. So we're gonna redo it, and hopefully I have a better filter this time. But I just finished with my shadowing, and my coworker was kind enough to drop me off, and I am just having my break right now to let you know what's going on. But I'll be coming back to work again after this, and also I did not drive today because I was scared of driving, and I Ubered to my first place of work. And yeah, I had a steering wheel lock that I bought from Amazon that came in yesterday, and I still don't know or have tried to figure out how to use it. So I was too intimidated to both drive and learn how to do that today. So I decided not to. Um, but I don't know what else to tell you. To be honest, my brain is still trying to process what happened with my shadowing and what I'm gonna do next, and how I can plan out for the job that I'm doing specifically. So yeah, my brain is still in that spot. Um, but it is a eclipse today, and I'm not really doing anything special, but I will be writing more of my journal. And I did have a message to myself that I sent. So if you don't know yet, I don't think I've told you about this yet, but I've started like since last year. I've created like videos of me sending messages to my future selves every year. And this year I started doing that monthly or whenever I feel like it. And so back in April of this year, I made the decision to record myself and send it to August 12th, like today, of us. And it feels like I feel so far away. Like that was 4 months ago. That was only 4 months ago. And I was like in a completely different place. I was whispering. I couldn't even hear myself properly because I was afraid that my mom was gonna overhear it, whatever I'm saying, in front of the camera and think I'm crazy. And I just didn't have the space for me to express myself, and now I do. And now I'm learning how to find those places, and not just my environment but also in myself, in feeling more comfortable to do that. And yeah, I am planning on doing that again for maybe the end of the year, or and after the next few months. I don't know, but we're going to. I can hold on a second. I have messages. Never mind, it's not important. Yep, sorry, but I'm planning on doing that again because I think it's fun, and I think it's nice to see where you're at, like after a while. Like I feel like it really helps me to reframe my mind and make me feel like I am doing this with myself. As weird as that sounds, like you know how in there have been studies that show that a lot of people, their present self is like who they are right now. They see their future self as somebody that's a different person from them, and so that's why it's easy for them to say, "I'll do it later." Like, let's say they're trying to study for a test to get a better grade. They would say, "I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow." They procrastinate. Or if they want to be at a healthier lifestyle, they put going to the gym later, or trying to search up different healthy foods and doing that groundwork. They put it off for their later self because they don't identify with that person. They see that person as somebody who's able to do everything that they can't. And I feel like this practice for me, talking to my future self and also looking back through my previous journals, helps me bridge that gap between who I am right now, my present self, and then my future self. And it helps me to see that and understand that in the future, like 2 years from now, we're still going to have limitations. We're still going to be humans, and we're still going to have flaws, and maybe we've grown, but we're not going to be perfect, like a fantasy version of ourselves. And that helped me try to reach for, excuse me, that helped me to try to reach for goals that are more specified, because by looking at what is ahead of us, by looking at what I want to be at in the future, and by making videos to my future self, it's kind of like a pact that I have with myself to say, hey, these are the things that we wanted from however many years ago. These are the things that we thought would happen. Did you do them? It's kind of like a accountability partner, but it's yourself. You're making a promise to yourself that I will be doing these things. Like, for example, and it doesn't have to be a habit. It could be that I want to feel freer, or I want to be in a better place financially. And just for me, at least, what it works, because it's at the back of my mind that I said that, and I will see that I said that 2 years from now, or a year, like at the end of this year, I will see all of that. And so my brain now does not have the capacity to put it off for later, because, or at least most of the times, because I don't want to like speak in extremes here, because I don't want to look back at the videos that I made and think to myself, wow, I didn't even try. Or wow, I really broke that promise with myself. Because that's one of the things I'm working on right now, is to keep promises that I told myself. Even if it's just a small step that I'm doing, I still would try to do it. And if I'm not able to, then I'm going to look at what is going on in my day to day, and if there's a reason, like a acceptable reason for that. Or it sounds like like, if I'm putting it that way, I feel like it sounds like a strict teacher, but no, I feel like that's just keeping yourself accountable and trying to really gauge, like, hey, did you have a stressful day? Did you have a lot of things come up from work that you needed to prioritize, so you didn't have to do this thing? And is this a pattern that you've shown over time, or if it's like a one-off thing? If it's a one-off thing, then sure, maybe it's just something that's going on with work. Maybe we didn't sleep properly, something like that, that's okay. But if it's become a pattern, then I address it. I don't know how we got here, but we did. And thank you for listening to all of what I'm yapping about. I don't know how I got from going talking about work to my future self, but here we are. And I appreciate you so much for listening in. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow.